Think about this for a minute. If poverty is a cycle, then wealth or riches must be a cycle too. Almost everything you do in life comes with a risk. If you take a taxi go down a town, there's a risk. Somebody might come out of nowhere, bam, you end up in a hospital. Therefore, investing comes with its risk. Now, to break the cycle of poverty, you have to invest. Whether you're going to invest in a business or you're going to invest in a stock. Just keeping it to those two for now. Now, a stock is a part ownership in a business. So how this whole stock thing come about? Because when a business wants to raise money to grow, one way it can do that is go public through what is called an initial public offering, aka IPO. This is the first time a company is going to the market to raise money. And this is where you can buy your shares. Now, if you miss that, you can then go and buy your stock on the stock market. Now, when a company is going on well, making lots of profits, right? Growing and expanding, the stock will perform accordingly, and that's how you make money. That's one of the ways, right? Now, if the company are going with nothing, it lose money, right? Then guess what? That's when you basically would lose money in that stock. Well, it will decline, but you only lose money if you sell at a loss. Now, one way to mitigate against that type of risk is investing in a ETF or a mutual fund or a unit trust. Now, the difference here is that these assets are diversified across multiple business, right? So they are a combination of different types of stocks. Yeah, so if one company now going good, that's no problem. It just drag down the performance of the entire fund. But in that said fund, a next business may be performing well. So it pulls you up. So if one is going, let's say one is in minus 10 and one is in plus 10, say profit, then you know, say average gonna be 10. That's the benefit of a unit trust or an ETF. But you'll get an average return generally based on what the market is doing or the asset category that asset is invested in. So you can have like the health category, you have ETFs for that. Talking for the US stock market, that is. You have the tech sector, right? You have ETFs for that. Then you have ETFs like the S&P 500, which tracks the largest 500 companies in the United States, right? Now, when you invest in an ETF that tracks the S&P 500, essentially you're purchasing a piece of Apple, a piece of Tesla, a piece of Google, all of those combined. Now, if you're purchasing an individual stock, like say Apple, that's just Apple, right? So if Apple goes bankrupt today, boom, and you didn't sell, you lose all your money. Now, but if you purchase the S&P 500 with Apple, Google, and Facebook, and Apple goes bankrupt, guess what?